I have asked this question 1,000 times or so now, and it seems like I can never get a straight answer on this whatsoever. Where do you want to be in life? So many people are talking about, oh, I just want to graduate high school. I'm just going to work at fast food for a couple of years. I'm not trying to sound corny, but that's not a life for you. For anyone, I'm telling you, you need to focus on your goals. Stop worrying about drinking, stop smoking, stop doing all this. You need to start focusing on your goals. I have been so consistent with trying to convince my friends that they need to stop. They need to focus on their goals in life, and most of them don't care. Most of them they just want partying, they just want girls, they just want all this. They just want to eat a bunch of stupid stuff. They want to do all this dumb stuff, but they don't realize deep down that this is affecting them down the line. You know? And I will always be a preacher of school is a waste of time. Like, me and my father have literally talked about, if school wasn't legal, I wouldn't be going. And that's how I view things. I do think we are being put into a simulation of just being taught how to be workers instead of being taught how to be entrepreneurs. You need to create a business with your life. You need to create a business with what you're passionate about. If you're passionate about lifting fitness like I am, create a business out of that. Create something out of that. If you're into cars, if you're into doing that, create a new car brand. Do something. Be someone. You always have a chance. You just don't have your kink. I am not the biggest YouTuber, but I have a kink that I'm slowly using to slowly grow an audience. Because at the end of the day, what you do down the line can affect you personally. So I'm asking you, what do you want to be? What do you want to be? A lot of you can't answer this because you don't know. Half of you don't even know what you want to do outside of high school. Half of you are too busy caring about what someone you have 2 classes with cares, or like what they say about you. At the end of the day, you're not going to see that person outside of high school unless you somehow manage to meet up with them or you manage to run into each other. But by then, if you stop caring, focusing on your goals, they'll be asking you how you did it. Because right now they're all laughing, but later on they're all going to be questioning how. And your answer is, I didn't give up. Stop caring about opinions and start focusing on your goals. Because before you know it, you're going to be out of high school, you're going to have a job, and you're not going to want, and you're going to be like, damn, I wish I would have thought sooner. So if you watch this video, think of this as a wake-up call. Think of this as someone telling you to get your head out of your butt or ass. Just in case some underage kids watching, just start worrying about what you're going to do down the line. Because at the end of the day, what you do now can affect your future. And who you watch and who you look up to can affect you and how you perceive things. Like I said, I'm not trying to change your life. I'm not trying to influence how you think. I'm telling you that, or I'm trying to give you an idea that maybe it's time to start thinking about it. If you are in high school, it's time to start thinking about it. Because if you don't do something soon, you're going to be stuck by the time you're 20 years old. And another thing is, preach the Lord. Let the Lord into your life and preach Him. Because at the end of the day, I talked to somebody today who didn't even care. He asked what I was reading. I was reading the Bible. He asked why. And what are you doing? I literally told him, I told this man, I need you to accept the Lord into your life. Because if you're asking someone why they're reading the Bible, then that just shows that you don't have Jesus Christ in your life. Train your mind. Put yourself in a situation of a man who's in his 20s struggling, wishing he had the time, or wishing he took the time to think about what he wanted to do. You're running out of time. If you are in high school, you're running out of time. I need you to do something with your life. Because at the end of the day, if you don't, this can affect you down the line. Now, Like I said, I'm not trying to change anyone's opinion. I'm giving you an idea. The only thing I will say is let the Lord into your arms. I'm sick and tired of asking. I'm sick and tired of seeing how many people don't have the Lord in their life, or people who claim to have the Lord in their life, but they don't. You don't follow the Word of God. You don't stay and be loyal to your companion. You don't feel the warmth of the Lord in your life. You're too busy smoking. You're too busy drinking. You're too busy going at it with girls that have no value to your life. I'm not trying to sound like Andrew Tate, but at the end of the day, Andrew Tate isn't preaching the Lord as much as he should be. Let the Lord into your life, and you need to focus on where you want to be. Now, thank you for your time, and I will be back on track soon. I just feel like some of this needed to be said before I continue posting again.